I'm constantly thinking of ways that they could do additional things to the Hub app. Like, what if you could order your drinks? Wouldn't that be great? You can't currently, but that would be pretty cool. What if you could order a room service straight from the app? That would be great, wouldn't it? Maybe there's logistical problems. Maybe it's something they'll implement in the future. But I see that as an opportunity for them to make things more efficient. And it could probably drive profit items.
Tipping servers that you really like. Tip servers that you really like.
Yeah, or performers. For example, we've talked extensively in the past about piano bar entertainers we really enjoy, and we always say bring some cash, bring some singles or smaller bills, so you can put it in the jar to tip them. But it's not always easy to do. Yeah. There was a performer in the Atrium lobby yesterday who was, performing an Oasis song. If I wanted to give him a tip, he's behind the bar. I can't get there. Yeah. He might have had a tip jar somewhere. I didn't see it, but it's not a thing that's easily done. But if you could do it in the app to the sign to sale card, so that way you could do it regardless of how much cash you have on you or how accessible the person you want to tip is, I think that would be very beneficial for both guests and staff.
Yes. Another thing that I've been thinking about that would be nice on there would be some sort of public chat with someone like Frankie, the
cruise director,
or the captain, kind of just, to kind of like once in a while exchange, ask some questions or things like that. I think that would be really neat.
It's an interesting idea. Or they could do like a message board version where it could require some moderation, so there might be some people who would have to police it, so that it's not like the same kid asking the captain 10 times, "Can I drive the boat?" There might be some gatekeeping that might need to occur around that. That's a really good idea. Or you could submit questions for the Q&A and maybe they pre-vet them. There's a lot of different opportunities they could have there. For example, when there's a shipboard announcement, I have to wonder about the hard of hearing individuals who aren't going to hear that.
Yeah, because there's no flashing that tells you.
There's nothing that indicates.
If you look carefully, some cabins have buttons on the outside, and so those are cabins for hard of hearing people because it has a light indicator. It's because knocking will do no good.
I did notice that.
And there's one, just down the hallway here. So I don't know what they might have. But what if they're not in their room? Or what if it's just hard of hearing, not fully deaf, or something like? Or what if you sleep through an announcement? And some of these announcements can be very important. There was a medical emergency on the basketball court the other day, and so they would potentially advise people not to go there. And this is information that would be helpful for people to have. But if you're taking a poop and you miss the announcement, you're going to be absent that information. So if there was an announce option or bulletin option somewhere in the app where you can, what was the last thing? Because technology has gotten to the point where voice recognition does amazing things. People who have all sorts of different challenges, who aren't able to use a keyboard or whatever, they can dictate a lot. And that technology and software has gotten very good. Sam, for years, has had something on his phone where it will display as a text message the content of any voicemail he receives. And it has fairly good accuracy. It's not 100%, but it's good. And so he doesn't have to waste his roaming time to call in. He'll just get a free text message that'll be like, "Oh, hey, hey Sam, what are you doing? Want to do dinner later?" And it'll appear as a text message even though it was spoken. So if they could plug something like that into the PA system, if there's guests that are missing, how many times have we heard, "Oh, so and so, please contact guest services." 7777 because they don't know if they're on the ship or not because maybe they got passed without scanning their card in and delaying the ship.
But really what you hear is 7777.
And Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah, exactly. And so you could have more clarity. So personally, I like the app quite a bit, even though it has its frustrating aspects, and I'm very excited to see what they could do in the future. Carnival, if you want suggestions, call me. I've got a laundry list of ideas.